Hey, what's up, Vikings Nation? Skol, baby. It's your passionate purple diehard here, pumped to dive into the latest Minnesota Vikings news that's got us all buzzing in this 2026 offseason. You know, I live and breathe this team, and right now the headlines are flying faster than a Danielle Hunter sack back in the day. We're talking sneaky smart signings on the D-line, that familiar name Kirk Cousins stirring up massive drama, weird rumors swirling around our defensive genius Brian Flores, some old-school shade thrown at Coach Kevin O'Connell, and a quick look at our 2025 rookie class. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. 20 scenes of pure Vikings fire to keep you locked in. Skol Vikings fans, can you feel that off-season energy? We're just days into January 2026, and the Minnesota Vikings are already making moves that scream, we're building something special. The front office isn't sleeping, they're hunting talent everywhere. From the practice squad to north of the border, they're stacking the deck. This team ended 2025 with questions at multiple spots, but the hunger is real. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Coach O'Connell are plotting like mad scientists. What if one quiet signing turns into our next big breakout? Let's dive in, because the first bombshell just dropped. Hold on. League insider Aaron Wilson just lit up the timeline. The Vikings have signed defensive tackle Jaylon Hutchings to a reserve/futures deal. Straight from the CFL's Calgary Stampeders, this guy's no stranger to turning heads. At 6 feet 0 inches and 304 pounds, he's built like a tank ready to wreck shop. Short arms? Maybe a concern for some, but low leverage wins in the trenches. Coaches preach it all the time. This feels like the Jalen Redmond story all over again. Remember how Redmond came from nowhere and became a force? History might be repeating. Let's talk stats, because numbers don't lie, Vikings fam. In 2025 with Calgary, Hutchings posted 39 tackles, 8 sacks, and a forced fumble over 17 games. He was named All-CFL and topped Pro Football Focus as the league's highest-graded defender. Double-teamed on nearly 60% of snaps and still dominated. Back in college at Texas Tech, he racked up solid TFLs and sacks too. This isn't hype. It's proven production. Do you think he can translate that CFL explosion to the NFL? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear from you. Hutchings went undrafted out of Texas Tech, signed with the Bears, got released in camp, then worked out for us in Cleveland. Now he's ours on a futures contract, no guaranteed cash, flying under the radar. That's classic Vikings. Find diamonds in the rough, with vets like Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave possibly on the trade block due to cap issues. Plus Redmond holding it down. Hutchings joins a young DT group hungry to prove themselves. This could be massive for depth. Imagine a rotation that wears offenses out. Speaking of defense, there's this weird Brian Flores rumor popping up again. Our DC is getting linked to head coaching gigs everywhere, Raiders, Browns, even some lateral talk. Flores has turned our defense into a beast, but his contract expires soon. The rumor mill loves him. What if he stays? Or bolts? Keeps me up at night. Vikings fans, are you worried about losing our defensive mastermind? Comment yes or no. Now, brace yourselves. The Kirk Cousins saga is heating up big time. The Falcons restructured his deal, slashing his 2026 base from $35 million to $2.1 million, pushing a huge $67.9 million guarantee into 2027 that vests March 13th. That basically screams he's getting released before that date. Cousins wants to play a 15th season. He balled out late in 2025 after Penix's injury. 1,291 yards, 9 TDs, 4 INTs in 7 starts. Still got it at 37. Could he come home? The Vikings are eyeing veteran QB help. Reports say Minnesota plans to get aggressive this offseason, trade or free agency, to bolster the QB room around J.J. McCarthy. Alec Lewis dropped that little is off the table, and McCarthy's role depends on his growth plus what's available. Cousins knows the system, loves Minnesota, and might take a hometown discount. Imagine the reunion. But if he's chasing big money, other vets like Kyler Murray or Tua could be in play. What would you do? Kirk's career earnings. Over $331 million. He's third all-time behind Stafford and Rodgers. Legend status. But the Falcons floundered. fired their coach and GM, and now Cousins is likely a free agent soon. The Vikings' QB uncertainty with McCarthy makes this timing perfect. A vet mentor could be huge. Skol or no Skol on a Cousins return? Tell me in the comments, I'm dying to know. Shifting gears. Taking stock of the Vikings' 2025 rookie class. These young guns stepped up in a tough year. We saw flashes from draft picks across the board, building for the future. Depth is key. Some contributed right away, others developed quietly. That's how dynasties start. Which rookie surprised you most in 2025? Hit me with it. Now for some drama. A former Vikings LB blasted coach Kevin O'Connell recently. Called him not the leader we need. Said he let the season slip. Harsh words. O'Connell's got pressure in 2026. Playoff wins or bust. But he's elevated this team since 2022. Do you agree with the criticism? Or is it unfair? Let's debate. Back to Hutchings, this signing is smart cap management. Futures deals cost nothing now but could pay huge later. The D-line needs youth if vets get moved. Hutchings brings pass rush juice. Low center of gravity means he wins leverage battles. Exciting times. How many sacks do you predict for him in 2026 if he makes the roster? Flores rumors keep swirling. Raiders favorite per sportsbooks. But insiders think he might stay. His aggressive scheme made us scary. Losing him would hurt. What if he gets a HC job? We'd need a replacement fast. Are you team Flores stays or ready for the next chapter? Cousins restructure makes a return realistic. No massive guarantees left. Could sign cheap as QB2 or competition. McCarthy's had ups and downs. A vet like Kirk could stabilize things. Hometown discount? Family loves Minneapolis. The story writes itself. Would you welcome him back with open arms? The 2025 rookies showed promise. Some started, others rotated in. Building blocks everywhere. Offense, defense, special teams, this class has potential. Next year, with experience, watch out NFC North. Who's your favorite from the 2025 draft class? O'Connell criticism stings, but he's a player's coach. Needs to deliver wins. The QB plan is key. Aggressive means we're not settling. Pressure's on, but I believe in KOC. Do you? Hutchings dominated in CFL while double-teamed constantly. NFL level up incoming? Like Redmond, who aged like fine wine. Another gem? The trenches win championships. This is huge. Cousins to Vikings talk is everywhere. Veteran presence for McCarthy? Mentor role? Or does McCarthy need to sink or swim? Tough call. What's your ideal QB room for 2026? Flores weird rumors. Cowboys DC. Lateral move unlikely unless big money. He's built something special here. Loyalty? Rookie class plus new signings equals brighter future. Cap crunch? We're navigating it smart. 2026 is going to be fun. Vikings fam. That's the latest Minnesota Vikings news scoop. Hutchings signing, Cousins drama, Flores buzz, O'Connell shade, rookie review. All of it. What excites you most? Drop your hottest take in the comments. Smash that like if you're hyped. Subscribe for more purple passion. And share with your Vikings crew. Skol forever. Let's get this off-season rolling. See you next time. Skol.